What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the March 11th edition of WrestleZone Radio. Here on the WrestleZone Network, it's Matt Boone here. It's Ryan Clark here. 60 minutes for you, pro wrestling, mixed martial arts, and your phone calls for the next hour at 540-551-4869. Before we get into the good stuff, let's get some bad stuff out of the way. Ryan, that'd be your cue, man.
Bad stuff? What am I, bad?
Oh, yeah.
What's up, brother? What's going on?
We got 60 minutes, and we'll tell everybody what's going on in the next 60 minutes. Before we do anything else, let's get the plugs out of the way. You know how we do. We got to get the plugs out the way.
Yeah.
People can chat with us. It's the live listening center. I'm not going to go through the entire way to get there. Just go to WrestleZone.com/radio. If you can't find it, oh well. You can also call us in, as I said, at 540-551-4869. And we have the official MySpace, which I still think we don't do anything with, but check it out anyway, myspace.com/WrestleZoneRadio.
The MySpace account, geez, have you ever even
I have never even seen it.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've checked it out.
Sure, it's good.
Yeah, it probably is. But there's a lot of stuff going on, bro. It's crazy these days.
Yeah. As far as what's going on right now on WrestleZone.com, we'll have live SmackDown spoiler and ECW play-by-play results coverage. You can check that out, as I said, at WrestleZone.com. Also, get some other WrestleZone stuff out the way. We have Voice of Wrestling Radio Archive, where they had Johnny Fairplay from Survivor and TNA fame. They had an interview with him up, which was said to be pretty good last night before Raw was on. You can check that out at the WrestleZone Radio section at WrestleZone.com/radio. As far as other audio stuff, we also have a free archive of last week's great debate with the former Disco Inferno Glenn Gilberti, and he battled our columnist Chris the Authority Schultz, and a little debate about internet media and the wrestling media in general. That was supposedly a good show, so check that out at WrestleZone.com.
That Johnny Fairplay interview last night on the Voice of Wrestling, there was a story that came out yesterday afternoon that Fairplay, he was backstage at the Destination X pay-per-view this past weekend, and I guess he went up to Shelly Martinez, who was Ariel from ECW, and I guess he dates Michelle, I think Dighton is her last name, but she's from America's Next Top Model, and I guess she's openly bi. And they asked Shelly for a threesome, and last night Fairplay came on the Voice of Wrestling and basically said, "Yeah." I asked her, "Well, what's wrong with that? She's hot,
Yeah, Chris was telling me a little bit about that, but I wasn't really paying attention. Chris, our producer, so it was supposedly a good interview, so you should check that out.
It was real good.
Also, we have new columns real quick. I'll get these out of the way. Raven finally has a new column up. It's a pretty good read. It's about the unsung heroes in wrestling, which focuses on the announcers. Your Jim Rosses, your Gordon Solys, etc. He got a bit off topic, as he'll do, but it was still a good read altogether. Eric Stein from Big Brother, the reality show, and a former WWE creative team member, as Chris pointed out to me. He has his new piece up, and it's on the top 10 finishing moves in wrestling history. A lot of people are debating that, and you should get it on the debate because it was supposedly a pretty controversial thing. And two more. Kevin Kelly, the former WWE announcer, has a column up on needing heroes in the wrestling business, especially now, he says. You can check him out and see if you agree with that. And finally, former WCW and WWE announcer Scott Hudson has a new piece up on his idea on how to save this year's WrestleMania pay-per-view.
What a shitload of plugs.
That's a shitload, man. That's WrestleZone.com for all that stuff we just mentioned. So check that out at WrestleZone. Where? What?
WrestleZone.com.
.com is correct.
And I think you mentioned it, but Ryan Gray has live SmackDown spoilers up. I think ECW is being taped first.
Yeah.
So ECW spoilers are in progress up there. And one other thing, you guys, you like that Journey music. Before
I can't believe you did that, man.
Are you serious, bro?
I'm so pissed off. It's
Journey's
the gayest
good,
music
man.
in the world. You should. I mean, I don't even like rock, but I could deal with some Metallica or something that that'll get you pumped. We're doing a radio show, baby. Yeah, we got to entertain people. We don't want to get them all depressed and sad right before the show, but whatever.
Now that you say it, Metallica would be all right.
Yeah, or some Pearl Jam or something.
Yeah, we'll do something next week. And then we had the old WrestleZone radio theme from like 4 years ago.
Oh, did they play that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's That's what we opened up to. So, hey, what's up? You want to get into?
Let me get this out the way. Our producer just gave me a message that I actually forgot about. The guy we just mentioned at the Beta Glenn Gilberti last week, Chris the Authority Schultz. He is at the SmackDown tapings tonight, and according to what our producer is saying, he's going to try and call in during this show from the arena. And hopefully, if he does call in, we'll take that call, and he'll tell us what's going on audio-wise. We'll hear the crowd going nuts and everything like that. So stay tuned for that as well.
No doubt. I didn't know about that. Guys, just let you know the chat room tonight is there's a lot of people in there. So and I got mod powers. So you want to come in there and try to
say moderator. Come on, don't be
mod powers, baby. But if you want to come in there, you want to try some crazy shit, I'll kick you out.
Power. I'm sorry. I apologize for that outburst.
Oh my God. But anyways, it's WrestleZone. What is it? WrestleZone.com/radio.
That's it. Let's leave it at that. They can find it.
All right. Yeah, go there and enter the live listening center.
Yeah, look for that.
Yeah, so go in there. There's a lot of people in there, so check it out.
I'm looking at the numbers right now. This is going to be, as far as stats go, this is a big show, it looks like. I don't know why, but, well, never mind. Why? We kick ass, that's why. But, yeah, it's going to be a big show.
We do kick ass, bro.
We kick a lot of ass.
Yeah.
Raw last night. I'm sorry.
Well, actually, the big news today is Jeff Hardy, I guess.
Well, no, we should do Raw because that kind of ties in.
All right, no doubt. We'll do it up.
Yeah, with the title change. So Raw was the 3-hour special. What was it called? WrestleMania Rewind?
Yep, WrestleMania Rewind.
Every match except for one or two was a rematch of past WrestleMania matches. So, and it was a 3-hour special with all the different brands, SmackDown, ECW, Raw, under one roof for one night, or for one night for now. They always do it, but I didn't see the whole show. Did you watch the whole show? Was it any good or?
Bro, I was just gonna say that I didn't see that. I had it on in the background, and I caught certain points of it. But I was on here working, man. There's been, so if you guys have been to WrestleZone.com, there's been so much news that is just out over the last couple of weeks. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Leading into WrestleMania, and so I was busy with that. But I mean, I had it in the background. They started off the show with a casket match.
No. They started it off with Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels. Ric Flair was the first thing that happened. Yeah, his music hit as soon as the show started. And they had the promo there where talking about the career match and everything like that. Flair did his thing. Shawn Michaels did his thing. You're right. Then they hugged afterwards, all that stuff. I actually saw that. I turned it off after that because, I don't know, I was out of it already. But I did turn it on a little bit later, and I caught the Mayweather Big Show thing.
Did you think that was good?
See, now, yeah, I told you. Now the reports came out that... I hate when that happens because I told you last night. I said I thought that was pretty good. They just turned Mayweather full-fledged heel. Big Show's supposed to be the babyface because they brought all the wrestlers. That's kind of like a wrestling versus boxing thing now, and it's pretty obvious what they want the fans to react to and who they want them to react to and how. You know what I mean? But in general, just Mayweather got his thing. He got to punch, do the boxing, the couple punches. Now Big Show got to do his thing. He got to pick him up and throw him and show, oh, he's stronger. Mayweather hits good, but Big Show's stronger and can wrestle. And then, go ahead. Oh no, are you still there, man? I guess we lost Ryan. But anyways, they did like I was telling Ryan last night after it happened, he thought it wasn't a good thing, and I said if nothing else, they should get some press out of this because I used the example of the Tennessee Titans jumping over the guardrail to get at Jeff Jarrett and TNA, and that made SportsCenter, if I remember. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it got some press. So if you got Mayweather getting thrown like a rag doll, and then the big melee with Mayweather's camp, or I guess they're calling them posse, and then the pro wrestlers from the WWE, they did that in a wild kind of, unfiltered way where, it kind of looked like it was supposed to be real, but, it wasn't. But still, that whole thing in general should get some, talk now that the $20 million thing has the real media talking about this stuff, so. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Next up on Raw, let's see, because this is going to be hard because I didn't watch it. We're going to try and get Ryan back on the air.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hey, what's up? The whole power went out. The lights just went off. The cable went off. Everything just shut off on me.
I'm going to shut you off again if that happens. Let me tell you right now, you left me high and dry.
Are we live? Are we still
Oh,
live?
yeah. I can fill it in for you, buddy.
Oh, no doubt. No,
We
I'm
left
sorry
off. I
about
just
that.
got done talking about you asked me my opinions, if I thought the Mayweather Big Show thing was good or bad. I just went through that now, so, yeah.
Yeah, I thought the promo work was just terrible between the two, man. And I thought that, that when it first happened at No Way Out, I thought that was awesome when Mayweather just ran in and they first started it out. But ever since then, I mean, Mayweather 2 weeks ago on Raw, where he was backstage and Big Show was in the ring, and they kept talking over each other. It was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, Mayweather doesn't really know how to work the microphone as far as pro wrestling. Because, I mean, in boxing, he can interrupt them, and it's just, he's being an asshole, and that's his gimmick in boxing. All right, maybe just his personality, I don't know, but,
Yeah.
he doesn't have it ready for wrestling yet.
What else happened on Raw? They did The Undertaker.
Yeah, now's where the casket match comes into play.
A casket match where The Undertaker defeated Mark Henry, put him in the casket, closed it, and that was that. What was that, a WrestleMania? That was recent, right?
22, I think they said it was.
22, yeah, that sounds about right. Somewhere in there. They had Mr. Kennedy defeated Finley.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I can't say much about that. I didn't see it. Chris Jericho, here's an interesting bit.
Yeah, this is where you can get into the news, the big news of the day.
Chris Jericho defeated Jeff Hardy to win the Intercontinental title.
Reason being?
I had talked about it. Remember last week I said that there were problems with Hardy?
I think it might have been the week before, but I know you definitely brought it up within the last. Oh no, week before you were by yourself, so it probably was last week.
Yeah. Well, it was one of these weeks, but there were problems with. I had actually heard it was like attitude problems where the push had gone to his head, and that's happened before. And then it comes out today. It was posted on WWE.com this morning that Hardy was suspended for 60 days. It's a second wellness policy violation. So one more. Yeah, one more and he's out, man. That's it.
It's a shame too, because he's really over right now. I mean, during the first few shows we did, everybody was talking about how Jeff Hardy's real over, and he had that main event WWE title match, and I'm like, when did this happen? But now that I've seen him, he doesn't change anything about himself. But you know what I mean? He's definitely over. It's obvious as hell.
Dude, he was so over, bro, and they give him this push, and then he just F's up like that, and it's like, oh man, dude, just to let the push go to your head and then to fail a drug test again, right? I mean, they pushed him so hard, and like you said, he was so over, bro. He was probably one of the top faces on Raw every single week. So, for this to happen to him.
Plus, he was in a big spot at WrestleMania,
Yeah, and that's off now too. He's not gonna. He's out of the Money in the Bank ladder match. Matt Hardy, I believe, is going to be entered into that, and MVP qualified at a house show over the weekend. So MVP's in there, Matt Hardy's in there. CM Punk, I believe, has a match tonight with.
I gotta interrupt you, man. I'm sorry.
What's up?
I promised I would interrupt, but we got Chris Schultz calling in from the SmackDown taping, so let's see what he's got to say.
Is he on right now?
Yeah. Chris, what's going on, man? Chris, can you hear us, bro? Chris.
Oh, Chris?
He's on. I can only give him so much time. Oh, no, maybe we missed him. I don't know.
We'll try again. We'll try again in a minute. But MVP qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match at a house show over the weekend. So, and I believe CM Punk has a match with WZR tonight. Big Daddy V, actually.
Yeah.
Tonight on ECW. And
Here we go. Hold on. Let me give this one more try. I'm sorry.
All right, man.
Chris, you there, bro?
This is me. We're live from Chicago right now, watching SmackDown, and the Big Show's in the ring right now, taking it to Shannon Moore and his tag team partner, Jimmy Wang Yang.
Big Show.
The crowd here is getting nuts. Watch this. Hear it.
Wow, that's
I tell you guys, there's nothing like it. Chicago is the best town to watch wrestling in. But anyways, I got the corner tape.
What are they doing now? Are they taping ECW or are they on to SmackDown yet?
They're on the SmackDown right now. ECW has already been taped.
What's the big notes from ECW, if you could run those down real quick?
ECW, CM Punk just earned his spot in the Money in the Bank match by beating Big Daddy V.
Yeah,
On a side note, Chris Harris from TNA was in the first dark match against Shelton Benjamin, which actually surprised me.
Yeah.
So, but besides that, it's been a pretty decent night so far. Everybody's really excited to see the Big Show out here right now.
All right, man. Anything else going on you want to talk about?
Well, guys, I'm just happy to be here. They got the page above, and it was last second notice. I didn't know if I was going to go tonight, and now I'm sitting in one of the box suites at the Allstate Arena. Imagine that, fellas. World streaming the WrestleZone exclusive.
You're damn right. Hey, man, call us throughout the night if you want. Let us know what's going on if anything big happens.
You got it, man. If something big happens, I'll call back.
All right, enjoy the show, brother.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Thanks for the call.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, the CM Punk, Big Daddy.
See, that's how we do it, buddy. Live from the SmackDown tapings.
You never know what's going to happen on WrestleZone Radio. We might have somebody sitting in the arena with all the cheers going on behind them, giving us the scoops. No pun intended, Mr. Clark.
Chi-Town, baby. He's out in Chicago tonight, huh?
Did we wrap up the... Oh, wait, Hardy. As far as Hardy is concerned, didn't you say, like, that's getting, like, some mainstream coverage, like the AP picked it up or something?
Yeah, the Associated Press picked up that news story, so it's going to be everywhere. When the Associated Press picks something up, I mean, it's all over the place.
By the way, let me know when you want me to start taking callers. You told me to let's get through some good stuff before we get to the call.
No, I wanted to talk about Hardy. We'll do Raw real quick. Triple H defeated Kane at the end of Raw last night. Triple H said that next week it was going to be John Cena and Randy Orton against the entire Raw roster.
Yeah.
Melina defeated Maria. Edge defeated CM Punk, which is a decent match. I caught that. And in the main event, Shawn Michaels was able to defeat John Cena. So that's Raw. Overall, I thought there were the high spots on Raw and the low spots. Overall, I thought it was a bad show, honestly.
I didn't see the whole thing. I won't say if it was good or bad. I like the Mayweather Big Show thing, like I said. I like the opening promo with Shawn Michaels and Flair, although it could have been better. But I mean, it was still real good. You know, always like hearing Ric Flair talk. I'm glad they gave him some time.
Yeah.
One more thing I want to mention about Raw before we start taking callers, if that's cool with you, is what was it? Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, the Mayweather injury. Do you want to tell everybody what's going on with that?
Well, there was a report out last night. They did a thing where he had an elbow. Was nursing the elbow on Raw.
Yeah.
And after it was all said, it's just a storyline. There's no injury. Actually, the Associated Press, I haven't put this on WrestleZone, but the Associated Press, like about a half hour before we came on the air, put out a thing that actually said Mayweather. They ate it, dude. They bit it and said that he was injured. And
see, when you brought it up like near the end of Raw. You said I'm hearing from people that Mayweather is going to have an elbow injury or a shoulder injury or something's wrong with his arm. And I said no, it didn't look like he got injured to me.
When they put the photos and stuff up on WWE.com, you kind of knew. And then I heard from somebody that it's all storyline. There's no injury, but the Associated Press bit it. And like I just got done saying, when the Associated Press gets on something, it's going to be everywhere, bro. You know? That's
embarrassing. I mean, the Associated Press fell for it. I mean, they're supposed to be like the top of the food chain.
Yeah, but dude, it's like CNN, bro. They report stuff. If you ever watched a breaking news story on CNN,
yeah, but come on. Like pro wrestling, you should immediately assume it's not true unless you really dig deep and try and find out.
Yeah, that's true. That's
all
true.
right. We got our first caller of the night here. Caller in the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Yeah, it's me from Rhode Island again.
Rhode Island, always in the house. What's going on, man?
I have a question. Well, I have a comment and a question.
Do it up.
All right. Well, when Jeff Hardy lost it last time, my first reaction was that they were giving it away to get the IC title off of him so they can make him win Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that would be logical thought, yeah.
Yeah, but now, like, with Jericho winning it, if they're going to continue the Intercontinental title, the only person that I can see actually winning is Kennedy and maybe MVP. What do you guys think?
I could definitely see Kennedy winning it. I could see Jericho winning it. I don't fully remember who else is even in the match, so I couldn't say other than that.
Dude, I've said it all along, and
We're throwing Carlito out last week.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm still gonna say that. Unless something changes, man.
How could they have Carlito in a WWE title match? It would have to be a throwaway on Raw. There's no way they would build that up on a paper. Carlito for a world title match? Come on.
Dude, from what I've heard, Carlito is in for a massive, massive push.
They want to keep him around, right?
They just signed him to a new deal, and part of that new deal
is to kiss his ass a little bit.
Was a huge, huge push. And the way to do that is to have him win the Money in the Bank, and then
or to have Seagulls take a shit on him in a WrestleMania commercial. Either one.
Yeah, right. But no, I'm telling you, man, Carlito's in for a big push. I'm saying Carlito, but I'm sticking to that, and that's it.
I'm gonna go Mr. Kennedy or Chris Jericho. But
maybe Jericho.
They've both won Money in the Bank before, so maybe they will want a new, fresh guy with that briefcase, running around every week on Raw.
Yeah, we'll see. And then Kennedy said in a promo that if he won it, he was going to cash it in that night, and that leads me to believe that Kennedy's not winning. It could be Jericho. Jericho's cut a promo, I think either last night or the week before, about he's cut the promo. I see Carlito, man. That's my gut.
I don't know, man. I mean, you know more than me, but I would assume not. But we'll see, I guess.
What's up with 540-551-4869? And if you guys want to go in the chat room, I'm a mod in there, so if you ain't gonna F around with me.
Yeah, and you ain't gotta worry about spam to those who just want to chat and talk about the show or just talk about wrestling,
Yeah, so come on in there. It's WrestleZone.com/radio/WZR. Enter the live listening center. Bazam!
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey guys, JD from Pittsburgh. How you doing?
What's cracking, bro?
Not much. I was just reading the spoilers on the ECW show for the night, and I got some other news. And there's nothing real exciting except the Great Schmally defeated Stevie Richards, basically squashed him. And the other news, Morrison and Miz defeated Dreamer and Delaney. I'm sure we're going to probably see another match of that magnitude at WrestleMania.
You said Morrison and Miz defeated Delaney, Delaney and Dreamer?
Yes.
See, I expected a title change. Actually, I expected it last week, and then when they did the rematch tonight, I think tonight's match was under Extreme Rules.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, all right. So, wow, no title change again.
No, and there's one other thing that kind of happened, and I'll talk to you about Raw real quick if I could. They were talking about Armando starting anything. There's a battle royal maybe coming up. I don't know if it's going to be like a pre-match stipulation maybe before WrestleMania, but they said there's going to be a 24-man battle royal where the winner of that will face Chavo Guerrero for the ECW Championship.
24-man battle royal? What?
A 24-man battle royal on ECW or at WrestleMania?
WrestleMania featuring talent from Raw, ECW, and SmackDown at WrestleMania where the winner will face Chavo.
Well, that probably will be one of those. Remember they did the one year with the blue shirts versus the red shirts, and it was just like a DVD bonus?
That's what they're going to that's what they're saying. That's probably what it's going to be. It's going to be a DVD bonus or a warm-up match. But as far as Raw last night goes, guys, I mean, it wasn't a bad show. I mean, it came up to a 3.6 rating this week, surprisingly. But the first hour, I mean, it was a joke all around. I mean, the only bright spots, if you want to call it bright spots of the night, was the affair with Jericho and Jeff, like you said, and Sean and Sam. But the thing that was kind of funny, I'm glad you guys didn't bring this out there, but this will make you laugh. They showed Nikolai Volkov in the Iron Sheet taking on the U.S. Express of Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda.
Oh, that's right. That
was so bad. I mean, it was worse when they came out. It was even worse when Chili and Brooke Hogan Hall came out and started singing for us. I was ready to get the barf bag ready because it was so bad. You could just hear the fans in Milwaukee. Just like, what is wrong with this story?
I remember, I was telling Ryan during the show, I just said, this looks so sad seeing all those guys out of shape like that. And now, Ryan, I already asked you. I'm going to ask this caller right here. Who did you think Nikolai Volkov looks like? A very famous leader in this country.
George Bush.
I was asking the caller anyways. Yeah.
What? I thought you did. I
said I already told you. Let me ask the caller, but you.
Oops. My bad. What else? What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Is there any big wrestling stories out besides the Jeff Hardy thing?
The Monday Night Raw rating came in.
You just said it was a 3.6. That's not that impressive. I mean, they had Floyd Mayweather built up. They had every WrestleMania rematch, but 3 hours. I mean, come on. Maybe the 3 hours brought the average down because
That's where I'm going. Going. The final 2 hours there, it averaged a 4.0. So you're 9 to 11 times that.
So it would have been a 4.0. Well, then you got the growth for 8. Though I don't really understand ratings, but I would assume it would have been at least a 3.8. I was thinking.
Yeah, somewhere. I mean, it's been down at like a 3.2 3.3 at times in recent weeks. So, if it was in its normal time slot, it would have got a 4.0. And then that first hour really threw it off because I think it was like a 3.2 or something.
Yeah.
I'll find it here in a second.
Well, 8 o'clock's stiffer competition on Monday, right? Because Monday's like one of the big nights of TV, and 8 o'clock's prime time. The key hour.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go against the NCAA final here coming up. Actually, I think the NCAA tournament, the March Madness thing, that game is gonna fall on the Monday after WrestleMania. So that's gonna hurt them on that Raw right after WrestleMania.
Hey.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Oh, what's up, guys? This is Allstate Man from the chat room from Chicago. Chicago lives, man.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? Why aren't you at the SmackDown and ECW taping?
Oh man, the tickets flew by. Couldn't get the.
Is it sold out?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh,
like
shit.
I tried to get some tickets, I couldn't pick them up though.
Mm.
I'm going to SummerSlam though. So anyway, I was just wondering, with Jeff Hardy out of the Money in the Bank ladder match, who will come out on top? I think it'll be MVP.
We already talked about that a minute ago, man.
Oh, sorry about it then.
That's all good. But no, you can give your prediction. Go ahead.
Oh man, well, I think MVP with Jeff Hardy out, I think he'll come out on top.
MVP? I don't see that either. But I don't follow it. I don't know enough to see if they could be a guy that you could sell as a main event at a pay-per-view. They would have to be a throwaway on a TV, and I don't see them wasting that briefcase on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. All right, man.
Thanks for the call, bro. All right. Anybody else wanting to call in? What are you laughing at? I was being mean?
No, that was just... guys, if we've already talked about it, just try to...
Well, he might have tuned in late. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But, yeah, anybody else wanting to call in, the number is 540-551-4869. We'll be taking your calls throughout the show. Got about a half an hour left, a little over half an hour left. We're expecting more from Chris the Authority Schultz, live from inside the arena of the SmackDown and ECW tapings in Chicago. So stay tuned for that. We've also got mixed martial arts news to get out the way, and we still got some wrestling stuff to get out the way. So got a lot of good shit for you still to come.
And WZROnline.com has live SmackDown spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Well. If you want to read it and don't want to wait for the audio updates, you can go read it now because we have a different reporter in there calling, Ryan Gray, one of our writers?
Yep, he's on there.
So, yeah, we have a different perspective, and it's being written in real time as opposed to, the few updates we're going to get audio style here on the show. So, WrestleZone.com for that.
Have you heard about this Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff? They've got a new wrestling project that they're...
Yeah, we talked about that last week, I think.
It's they confirmed it now. I guess it's going to air on the country music television channel, and it's going to be called Hulk Hogan's Celebrity Wrestling. It's going to be the first season will be 8 episodes with a 2-hour season finale. And filming is going to begin in June or July in Los Angeles, and they've already got a casting search that's out right now. So I expect an announcement soon. I mean, you never know with Hogan in the media. You never know.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
Yeah, this is from California.
What's up, man?
Yeah, comment in the question. I think the Raw show, I think it was okay. I love the best match to me was the Jericho Hardy match because the whole crowd was going crazy and they were doing Jericho hitting lion salts and missing and swanton bombs and the whole nine. I think it was a real good match. I
didn't catch it, so I couldn't say, but I'll take your word on it, man.
Yeah, I think it was real good. And kind of about MMA. I seen the kind of about MMA. I seen Shamrock fight the dude, and what happened? He got dropped into the right. So I said, this ain't saying Shamrock. I said I'm not to be high or drunk because this isn't Ken Shamrock. Because I remember way back in the day before we had Comcast, I remember he would fight. He was all in shape and he had big muscles, and he throw a punch right there. He'll grab your arm and he'll clip you and he'll choke you out so fast. But then the dude, all he did was jab, hook, jab, hook, jab, boom, and caught him with a right and dropped him. I said, this isn't Ken Shamrock.
It wasn't even that good of a right, really, either. But, he lost.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, what's going on?
He lost to Robert Berry at Cage Rage 25. Bring It On. It aired on Showtime this past weekend. We're going to get into that a little bit more during the MMA.
Notice his son lost, too, right?
Yeah, he lost by an injury. His corner stopped the fight because he broke his hand or his wrist or something like that. So
on the same card.
Yeah.
Father and son. Oh, man, dude.
Anything else, man?
Yeah, I don't get it. And I don't. And one more quick question. I seen the old fight with Tank Abbott and the Rampage dude. I mean, Rampage.
Whoa! Tank Abbott and Rampage?
Wasn't it? Wasn't it Tank? Not Tank Abbott.
They never fought.
It was that big black dude, wasn't he? Kimbo, yeah, my bad, Kimbo, and Tank. And all he does is, I mean, he's real strong, but you think he'll ever get beat, or is he?
Kimbo?
Too big. Yeah, 'cause he's too big. I mean.
Oh, he'll get beat.
Oh, all right, that's all you guys. Thanks.
All right, thanks for the call.
Kimbo is awesome, bro. I love him.
Yeah, that's why they got that CBS deal, pretty much because of Kimbo, because he's causing a craze right now. Let's see what this guy wants to talk about. Then we're gonna have to take a commercial break. Producer, that's your cue to get ready. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, Ryan, man, it's Austin. What you doing? It's Austin 1416, the mod you made.
Say what, dude?
Somebody in the chat room, and then he's asking you about modding or something like that.
No,
modding,
man. It's the one you made earlier, Austin 1416.
Awesome 1416?
Yeah, man, you made the mod earlier, remember?
What's your question or comment, man?
It's about Jeff Hardy.
Go ahead, bro.
With the 60 days, you think WWE will keep him from now? Or do you think they're going to release him soon?
No, they'll keep him.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back within the 60 days.
Are they allowed to work house shows when they're suspended? I thought I read somewhere, or is it just TV, or are they off the road altogether for 60 days?
They're off they're sent home. They're off the road for that's it. So 60 days, go home, and then come back after it's over. But I don't think they're going to release him. They'll give him another chance, but if he screws up again, that's it. He's gone.
Yeah, man, he better be real careful.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the call, bro. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got more wrestling news for you. We got mixed martial arts news for you, and we got your calls at 540-551-4869. We'll be back with more WrestleZone Radio right after these words.
WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content. Weekly polls. Live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live, with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com. Where do you go online to check out videos, movie news, trailers, sports, and video games? Allow me to make it easy for you. Head over to www.craveonline.com. We have everything I just mentioned and a whole lot more, including message boards, hot women, and tons of humor and comedy content that'll keep you laughing for hours. If you have an interest in something, I bet we'll have you covered at craveonline.com. That's www.craveonline.com. I'll see you there. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Available now on DVD. John Triton is on the toughest, most important mission of his life.
You have a hostage. It's my wife.
And with everything on the line,
I gotta do something, and I gotta do it now.
Nothing and no one can stop him.
See, I tried to kill this guy twice today.
Now, see the Marine in a whole new way with the unrated version. Get more edge-of-your-seat action, more mind-blowing explosions, more of the Marine. This unrated version features material too hot for theaters, plus special behind-the-scenes features. John Cena is the Marine. Only unrated version. Available now on DVD. Rated version also available.
And we're back. WrestleZone Radio. Matt Boone, Ryan Clark. Going to get into a little bit of mixed martial arts news real quick here. It's a very important note here. If you do want to call in, it's got to be MMA related. We're not talking about wrestling for this segment. So if you want to call in, got to talk MMA. The number is 540-551-4869. And Ryan, for the love of God, don't let me talk by myself this whole time. Chime in, please.
I'll try my best.
All right, here's a pretty big story. Fedor Emelianenko, universally considered, well, pretty much universally considered the pound-for-pound king of the sport, is breaking away from M1 Global and apparently is willing to renegotiate with the UFC. And UFC President Dana White has gone on record as saying he still doesn't think Fedor is number one, but he is willing to enter into negotiations again to try and see if he can get him and Couture to happen in his promotion. So
what happened with Fedor and M1? What went down
I'm not
there?
even sure. I haven't really looked into that story yet. I just know that's what's going on. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, Ryan, man, it's Austin again.
What's
I
up?
calling through again. What do you think about the Mayweather Big Show thing? You're gonna...
Dude, we gotta
listen.
Listen, if you guys are calling in call up all you want, but you're gonna get a bang right in your face.
Yeah, I gotta be rude. Because I don't want to take too much time with MMA either. Because I know some people don't like it, some do. So I try and do it quick and just get the important shit. But that's the Fedor stuff and other stuff. UFC 85 in London, as we mentioned last week. Chuck Liddell was supposed to fight Shogun, but Shogun got injured and he was out of the fight. So now, stepping in his spot will be the Ultimate Fighter 2 heavyweight winner, who fights obviously now at light heavyweight, 205 pounds, Rashad Evans, undefeated fighter. He'll be taking on Chuck Liddell in the main event of UFC 85. So that's an interesting style matchup. You know, Rashad is a very, very good wrestler.
That's a really good fight, man. I think Rashad is an upcoming star. Didn't he come off the Ultimate reality show?
As I just said, he was the winner of the Ultimate Fighter 2.
Oh, God. Shut up.
I got to mention this. Tito Ortiz sent me an email. He's looking for fighters for a new MMA reality show that he's starting. I don't have all the details here, and I don't want to bore you with them, but if you're interested in trying to try out for his show and compete...
Look at this cheap plug coming.
Go to MMA News. Well, it's either a cheap plug or spend 20 minutes explaining what's going on. Which would you prefer? MMAnews.com if you're interested. Tito Ortiz is looking for fighters, so that's that. The real big story of the week, I believe, is UFC is making a pretty hard public sell to try and get MMA and their brand UFC legalized in the state of New York, one of the states that are still not sanctioned in. They opened up. Yeah, it is. I mean, you're up in New York, and I got a place up there. So I mean, if they go to New York, you know I'm going to be there.
That's like Madison Square Garden. They'd
be going to the Garden for sure.
Yeah.
They opened up a website called MMAfacts.com, and they're pretty much bragging about all the mainstream coverage they get, and they're also saying how the sport is safer than people think, and they're just trying to educate, the the suits, and trying to get them to understand this is something that you shouldn't have illegal, it's a legitimate sport. But
there may be a new governor here in New York too, man. So who knows what's going on? Because there's a big, you've probably heard the big news story. The governor of New York or something did a prostitute or something crazy. Yeah.
Caller, you're on the air. Do you got an MMA question?
Yeah, your favorite guy from Rhode Island again, man. All right, here's the deal.
Tell me the deal.
All right, I'll tell you the deal, Boone.
I want to hear the deal.
Okay, I'm going to put that promo on you like Mizark. Anyway, all right, Boone, listen up. MMA is great, but stop. All right, let me talk. Thank you. All right.
This kid, man, what are you...
Just let him go. Go ahead, man.
No, all right, let me talk, man. All right. The Edge Undertaker match. They're going to make Edge end his undefeated streak or make Undertaker. What do you think it's going to be like?
I think you're getting hung up on right now. I just asked if you had an MMA question. He said, yeah, told me to shut up, and then he asked about Edge and Undertaker. So Rhode Island has some stupid people up there. I was waiting for a laugh at least. Shit, that was kind of...
You gotta laugh, but it was a little bit late.
It was a fake one, too. I don't think that was really funny in your mind.
It was kind of fake, but I tried.
BET, the rap music channel and everything like that, is starting a new MMA promotion or a reality show or something, and it'll feature fight teams led by celebrities, and the celebrities include Floyd Mayweather, of all people, some rappers, Nelly, Ludacris, T.I., Lil Jon.
Don't take this, but that's so it'll feature all black black fighters and black.
No. I mean, it's looking for fighters.
It's
just
black.
so happens.
BET stands for Black Entertainment Television.
Yeah, but they air Eminem videos on there, and he's not black, so.
Do they really?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know,
he's got a black
man.
producer and everything like that, but still, he's a white guy. But anyways, BET will have an MMA show, and like I said, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Nelly, Ludacris, T.I., Lil Jon, and the Dipset Crew. Another cheap plug, because I don't want to get into the whole concept of the show, but if you want to know what kind of show it's going to be, MMAnews.com, baby.
Look at this guy. I'm looking further down too at the news. You got more cheap plugs in here too.
No, I got them all out.
Yeah, all right. I see one more in here, but
I already skipped past that. But
all right.
Let's see here. There's a new twist to the Ultimate Fighter 7 reality show, which is coming up in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It'll be Quentin Rampage Jackson and Forrest Griffin as the coaches. But the new twist to this season is fighters must win a fight first before they're allowed to be on the team and be in the show home. So, here is another plug. Full release.
Where can I find out the details on that?
There's a ton of them. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time running down, details. I just want to hit the main point. MMAnews.com for that. We also have spoilers on the cast members, the actual fighters who will be competing on the show. So if you want to know who's fighting on this year's reality show, MMAnews.com is the place to be.
Where?
MMAnews.com is the place to be. The next big MMA event coming up will be Dream 1. It's a Japanese promotion, brand new upstart promotion. It'll be this Saturday. I don't think it'll be airing in the U.S., but it'll feature a lightweight Grand Prix tournament. I won't list all the names, but there's a lot of good fighters in that tournament. And also it'll feature the return of Mirko Krokop. So that's a pretty good thing.
Where can you find out all the names?
Hold on, I do got one more plug, so I don't want to say that.
Oh, okay.
But we'll be covering the next event after that. It will be on March 29th. It'll air on Showtime. It'll be a Strikeforce Elite XC co-promotion with Frank Shamrock versus Kung Lee. And we actually have a reporter who's cleared to cover the event live for us. He'll have his camera and his video camera and everything. So we'll have lots of video content, exclusive backstage interviews with fighters, all that good stuff. It'll be held during the fight weekend at
www.MMAnews.com. You know, I have an MMA site too.
Go ahead and give it a plug. I'm done with MMA for now.
It's MMAscoops.com.
Go.
So check it out, guys. If you want to call in live, we'll get back to wrestling here. 540-551-4869. Chat room right now is on fire. Lots of people in there. WrestleZone.com/radio/WZR. Enter live listening center. Shazam!
We got any wrestling news that you want to get through or anything? Or you want to take a break, or what do you want to do?
Oh, we can get back to a little bit of wrestling news. Just give me a second to get that up.
I told you to be prepared, goddammit. I don't have any news in front of me, so. We got Chris Schultz calling in. Let's see what's going on at SmackDown real quick.
No doubt.
Chris, what's the latest, man?
What's going on, guys?
You tell us.
Just still watching the SmackDown match here. We got Bautista going up against MVP. Right now, and no disqualification, no holds barred type scenario.
Wow.
Match just got underway pretty much, but it looks like looks like we might see a little Umaga in action tonight, and possibly, I've heard the rumors, fellas.
What's the
Matt
rumor?
Hardy.
Matt Hardy,
possibly.
Anything else of note going on? Did they announce anything? Any cool backstage segments that's worth talking about?
Matt Hardy had returned at the house shows over the weekend, so I'd expect him to be back tonight.
Yeah, tonight could be the night that he makes his return. We also saw in a pretty, boring match between Miz and Morrison, but Morrison punched his ticket to WrestleMania to compete in the Money in the Bank match by beating his partner Miz.
Okay, that's it.
That's pretty much all we got for now, guys, but I'm going to go back outside to kind of give you all an idea of the kind of noise.
All right, here we go, everybody. This is what it sounds like in Chi-Town right now.
Hey, how is the attendance?
You want to see what?
How is the attendance looking?
You want to see attendance? Oh, no, it's sold out. I mean, to be honest with you, the only way I got in here was the fact that, a friend to a friend kind of thing. So, but I'm really happy to be here, and I'm enjoying it, and happy to be able to report this for WrestleZone. But like I said, guys, if something should happen, I'll definitely give another call in. But we're expecting, since this is no holds barred, we might see the return of Matt Hardy in just a few minutes away.
Good stuff, man. Keep us updated.
All right, you guys on the air for another hour, or is it just to 9 o'clock?
15 minutes, man.
15 minutes. All right, guys.
All right, brother.
Talk to you later.
Later. All right, we got one more caller here. Let's see. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
Sorry, Boone, I won't be mean to you again.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good. Do you want to ask your question now about Edge and everything, or what?
Yeah, I'll do it the right way this time. All right. Anyway, my question is, are they going to end Edge's undefeated streak or Undertaker's? Because
Edge's.
they're both undefeated. Edge's, well, that was pretty quick, Boone.
That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing it. That's just what I think. Ryan, what do you got?
You got a cocky mofo on the line. That's what you got.
Yeah. Rhode Island, they got cocky people. What are you going to do?
I guess so.
Who's
yeah,
losing the streak, man?
I expect Edge to lose. That's You got anything else, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, what's that?
I just want to say that
Boone, get the foot.
All right, he's gone. Was that what you were telling me to do?
Yeah, that's what I was trying.
He's a regular. I don't want to piss him off too much. He's a nice kid, but I don't know.
But
he's not on his game tonight. Yeah.
Tonight it's a little bit too much. Hey, back to some WWE news here. I want to talk about Jake Roberts, Sean Waltman, and who's the other one?
We got the rehab update.
Yeah, the rehab. Sean Waltman, Jake Roberts, and Scott Hall.
Yes.
Are all in rehab. Jake Roberts is doing exceptionally well and is expected. There was an article on TMZ.com today, which said that he was going to be out of rehab within the next couple weeks. So good for him. Scott Hall, I guess, is doing good, and Sean Waltman is all right too. We have a caller?
No.
I thought somebody clicked in. I thought I heard somebody. Hey, back to what have you heard about Bobby Lashley?
With MMA?
Yeah.
There really is no update. So, I mean, that could mean he's training, quietly before he, starts making a big huff and puff about himself, which I don't know what I think about that, because he didn't really have wrestling fans know him, but the casual wrestling fans don't know him, and he should be capitalizing on what WWE fame he has now while he's still got it to the people that's fresh in his mind. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you, would he be in the same, let's just say, because the latest update, I read an interview that he's training in San Jose, California.
That's where Frank Shamrock and all those, it's AKA.
It's the American Kickboxing Academy.
Yep.
He's there. His no-compete clause with WWE expires on May 10th. So, and that comes from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer. So, it looks like, he may go to TNA as a side thing, but he really wants to get into MMA. And I want to ask you, would he be in the same, division as Brock or no?
Do you know his wrestling weight?
No, I don't see it. I know it's a long shot to even ask Brock versus Bobby Lashley or whatever.
No.
But
I don't think they would do that, but they could. I think he would be a heavyweight. He's a big guy, but he's not that tall. So if he was in actual fighting shape, it wouldn't be about like Triple H once said to Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner's built for show, and Triple H is built to go. In MMA, you got to be built to go, not for show. So who knows what he would weigh in for fighting? Because I don't remember what he weighed in for wrestling. I would assume around 230. But I don't know. So I would assume he's a heavyweight.
Maybe a little bit more than 230. Yeah, I'm not really sure. What else do we have for news?
Brother.
I'm like, Vince McMahon is going to be, he's going to get his own star on the Walk of Fame.
That's right. And when is everybody going to be on the Larry King show?
Oh, I think that's Thursday night.
Thursday. And is Floyd Mayweather going to be part of that? I thought I saw him in the graphic.
I think, Mayweather's going to be there. Vince will be there. Cena will be there. Who was the other one? Oh, man. I can't
look it up. Let me ask this caller what is on his mind. What's on your mind, brother?
Quick comment, just to correct that dumb Rhode Island kid. Edge is not undefeated at He's not undefeated at WrestleMania. He lost
singles
last year. He got taken out. But still, that's still a loss.
Who did he lose to?
All right, that's all I got to say.
No, I think he is right. I think Edge is undefeated.
Yeah, I think it's like 7-0 or something like that, as far as singles competition, maybe.
Yeah, it's something. I definitely think Edge is undefeated at WrestleMania. He might have lost in a tag match, like you said. but he is undefeated, I believe. I got a little bit of other news here. Ashley Mazzaro was sent home. She claimed.
Is she still dating Matt Hardy?
No, they broke up a long time
okay.
ago.
So what's the story?
The story is she was sent home. She posted on a MySpace blog that it was due to an injury, and I mean, you can believe her. I mean, the reports out of WWE, she was sent home because she was in bad shape backstage at a recent Raw taping. And she was sent home. When she heard the report, she posted a message on MySpace that said it was due to a hand injury or something. But like I said, the reports out of WWE are that it's something different than that. So,
Caller, what you got for us, man?
I'm here to clear my name. All right, Edge.
No, dude, X him out.
No, I think he's going to confirm the Edge undefeated. Yeah,
I have the stats right here.
Okay, tell us.
All right, Edge, like The Undertaker, has never been pinned, counted out, disqualified, and he's not submitted. He only lost in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but he's undefeated at WrestleMania. He is 6-0 right now.
Yeah, I said 7. I was pretty close. All right, thanks for the call. And, anybody else wanting to call in? We've only got a few more minutes here. 540-551-4869. Give us your call. We'll see what's on your mind, and hopefully we can help you get it off your mind.
Also, the live chat, guys, WrestleZone.com/radio/WZR. So check that out. A lot of people in there tonight. A lot of people listening in. So this is traffic's real high tonight. We're doing a good show. Good show so far.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hi. I was going to say that Ryan is the man.
Oh, yeah, he is the man.
Yeah. Do you guys have any updates on Ashley?
we just gave the update. Wow, are they listening, or are they just like watching TV and saying, "Oh, let me call WrestleZone Radio"? It's a commercial on TV. Let me see what they're talking about. You know what I mean? It's twice now.
I have no idea, brother. Hey, other news. WrestleMania 25 is going to be held in Houston, Texas, at the Reliant Stadium.
That was tough for you to get out.
I think it's the Reliant Stadium.
You said Reliant Stadium.
Yeah, I think that's it. Sounds right. That's a good 70,000 seat arena. It's where the Houston Texans play their football. So yeah, it's a big stadium. Lita lost her voice. There were reports that she was hospitalized, but it turned out to be untrue.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
Yeah, man, it's California again.
What's up?
Yeah, it's a quick question. Kind of TNA. You know, they had a replay, I think, on Saturdays or something.
Uh-huh.
And you can't put no higher than a 0.4 per set. What's the point of keep having replays on Saturday? Because nobody really watches it, you know. I mean, people watch it, but it's a Saturday night. We're out partying, clubbing with our girls. Man, come on.
It's part of the contract. It doesn't hurt to have it on TV again. I mean, what does it hurt? I mean, maybe it doesn't help anything, but what does it hurt, really?
What are you talking about? You talking about AM Raw?
No, TNA.
Yeah, they pull 0.8, 0.9. It's 2, 3 in the morning. But you compared to TNA, come on, you on at what 11, I think 10, and you get a 0.4. Or come on.
Yeah, but they do 0.4 or 0.5. I mean, when that translates to about 700,000 people. So
yeah, and like I said, it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't help them a lot, but it doesn't hurt them. So and it's part of the contract. So big deal.
All right.
Thanks for the call, man.
Alrighty, guys. If you want to call in, what's the number, Boone?
Hold on, let's see what this guy wants us to say real quick. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Ramtina from California.
What's on your mind, bro?
I was just wondering what you guys thought of the UFC 84 card, man, of the Sean Shark and the Penn and Silva Jardine, and I think it's Ortiz's last fight against Lyoto Machida.
That's correct. That's a pretty stacked card. I mean, that's 3 big main events. I don't have the undercard in front of me, but from what I remember, the whole card is pretty solid top to bottom, and that's not the next pay-per-view coming up. There's one before it with St. Pierre and Sarah in Canada. That's 83.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great card. I mean, it should do good business. It should be great fights for the fans as far as entertainment value goes, you know, and it's a good show.
Definitely. And I think they're releasing the news for the new UFC game too for PS3.
That's supposed to be a really good game, I hear.
I know. I saw the trailer for it on IGN. It's pretty badass with Rampage and Liddell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I heard the new TNA Impact video game is awesome too. So.
The new one? Do they have one out already?
No, it's the first one.
Yeah. I checked that out with the screenshots with Angle and Samoa Joe, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're real good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's pretty. I don't know. It looks better than the WWE game. I wasn't really impressed with it, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the call, man. We gotta start wrapping up here. You want to do some plugs and get out, or you want to take a break, or what do you want to do?
We can. I mean, if calls keep coming in, we can take them. But I guess, guys, if you want to get last minute calls, then it's 540-551-4869. ECW is coming up on the Sci-Fi Channel in just a couple minutes, so we'll get out of here. And then next Tuesday, we're live every Tuesday night. So definitely be sure to check us out. We have the live chat every Tuesday, and then the live radio show 9 to 10 every week.
Live callers, all that good stuff. All right, here's a live caller as we speak. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm from Alaska. Rape.
All right.
Oh, God, that's the chat room guy. See, I blocked him tonight, and he's out.
I got him out pretty quick this time. He got one rape in. One rape isn't good, though. He should still, that's not good.
Prank callers. You got nothing better to do than prank calls on a Tuesday night? Come on.
One prank caller we have no screening process, and only one got through. I think I did a pretty good job. So.
You did do a good job. You did a great job.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, by the way, you were mentioning the spoilers and stuff, or the ECW. We have spoilers up, full spoilers of ECW if you want to read it before the show, or if you don't get the show, whatever the case may be. WrestleZone.com for that. Right now going on is the live SmackDown spoiler play-by-play coverage, so you could go tune into that right now if you want, or after the show ends here in 2 minutes. We'll keep you up to date on everything going on SmackDown at WrestleZone.com.
Ryan Gray's over there doing coverage, so
he does a good job.
Good for him. What else? You can check out my websites, www.prowrestlingscoops.
What's that?
That's Scoops with 2 S's, ProWrestlingScoops.com.
What's that inside scoop on is my question.
The inside scoop on pro wrestling. Check it out. I also got the WrestlingAnswer.com.
What's that taking the wrestling world by?
Taking the wrestling world by storm. Oh, you sexy bitch.
The wind is blowing over at TW.
You sexy bitch, Boone.
Oh,
that sounded good. And then I got a TNA website only, TNAWrestlingNews.com. So be sure to check that out. And guys, just email me your thoughts on the show. I'm going to put out a post after the show, like I always do every week with my email address. But it's webmaster@ProWrestlingScoops.com. Let us know what you want. I know I said I got DVDs and stuff to give away, and I do. And I got
figure a way to give them away. I don't want to just give them away. We got to have like a contest on the air or something, some kind of trivia, whatever, any kind of like a third caller, whatever.
Something. We'll figure something out. So I got a lot of Raw versus SmackDown video games, stuff like that. So we'll figure something out, and that's it, man. I guess
we'll
get
to do my plugs yet. If I'm allowed to do mine, is that okay or?
What, MMAnews.com?
WrestleZone.com. Go to WrestleZone.com. We'll have the archive up of this program as well as we already have the archive of Voice of Wrestling from last night with Johnny Fairplay up. We also have columns from the likes of Raven, Chris Masters, Conan, Glenn Gilberti. The list goes on and on and on. A lot of good stuff over there in the exclusive section. We'll also have live SmackDown spoiler coverage going on as soon as the show ends. It's already going on right now, but you can check it on after the show ends without being interrupted by our voices. And check all that out. And you can also check out my MMA website at MMAnews.com. We have currently a video of Kim Couture, Randy Couture's wife, her debut fight. It was a kickboxing match. Video of that's up there. We have exclusive footage of the new MMA major motion picture Never Back Down. A video of that over at MMAnews.com. We'll be covering the Strikeforce Shamrock versus Kung Lee event, as I mentioned before, on March 29th. We have tons of interviews, all that good stuff, www.MMAnews.com.
Do you want to get that Chris Schultz, who's been calling in from the SmackDown tapings, just text messaged in and said MVP defeated Batista at the SmackDown tapings and Umaga interfered. So I guess like Boone said, the spoilers are up on WrestleZone.com. So I'll be sure to check it out. And that's it, man. It's 10 o'clock, so let's get the hell out of here.
All right, for everything WrestleZone Radio and Voice of Wrestling Radio, check out the radio section of our website at WrestleZone.com/radio. We've got archives of all kinds of shows, interviews with Rob Van Dam, Kevin Nash, DDP, Kip James, Christy Hemme, the list goes on and on and on. Plus archives of all of our shows since our little comeback. WrestleZone.com/radio is the place to be. The MySpace is MySpace.com/WrestleZoneRadio. And as Ryan said, you can email him your thoughts on our show. Give him some feedback. Let him know what you like, what you don't like at webmaster@ProWrestlingScoops.com. We're going to go ahead and wrap up and get out of here. We'll see you again next week, Tuesday, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. But for now, this is Matt Boone for Ryan Clark saying see you next week, live for another edition of WrestleZone Radio.